terrible news just hit Carson Hocevar like a thunderclap out of a clear blue sky. And it's not just another bump in the road. It's a full-blown red flag for his career, and it came straight from the top. Nascar has slapped the young driver with a brutal $50,000 fine after an incident at Kansas Speedway. Now, if you're thinking this was for some wild crash or dangerous driving, think again. This wasn't about wrecking someone else. This was about spinning his tires, while safety workers were nearby. Let that sink in. A $50,000 fine for a move that, to many fans watching the replay, looked more like confusion than carelessness. Carson had just spun out and stopped on track. Safety crews came running to help, and as they got close, his car suddenly revved and shifted. It wasn't some wild burnout or attempt to flee the scene. From the in-car camera, it looked like the car barely moved. The engine revved, sure, but nothing dangerous seemed to happen. Hocevar even sounded puzzled on the radio, asking, "What are they doing?" as a tow truck approached him. It looked like a moment of miscommunication, not malicious intent. But NASCAR didn't see it that way. They said the tire spinning was a safety issue, a threat to the workers trying to help. And when NASCAR sees a threat, they don't play around. They bring the hammer down. Still, fans aren't buying it. Online, people are calling the punishment way over the top. Some are even calling it a setup. Others wonder if this is about more than just Kansas. Let me explain. See, this isn't Carson Hocevar's first trip to the NASCAR principal's office. The kid might only be 22, but he's already making a name for himself, and not just for his driving skills. Back in his Truck Series days, he was hit with penalties for some sketchy moves, like hooking Harrison Burton under caution and even spinning himself out to force a yellow flag. Some of his critics say he's got a reckless streak. NASCAR seems to agree, and now they're treating him like that kid in class who's always causing trouble, the one the teacher keeps an extra eye on no matter what. In sports, that kind of treatment isn't new. Think of it like Draymond Green in the NBA. Once you've got a reputation for being wild, the refs don't give you the benefit of the doubt. That might be exactly what's happening here. NASCAR isn't just reacting to one moment. They're stacking the deck with Hocevar's past mistakes, his growing file of fines, and maybe even his attitude. It's not just about what happened. It's about who they think he is becoming. And here's where it gets worse. This latest fine pushes Carson's total penalties in the Cup Series to $150,000. Let me say that again. $150,000. That's a career killer for a new driver. Most veterans never hit that number in their whole career. Sponsors don't like it. Teams don't like it. And when your name keeps showing up in headlines for all the wrong reasons, your chances to move up, or even stay in the game, start slipping away. Carson has the talent. Nobody's denying that. He's had strong races, he's fast, and he's fearless. But NASCAR doesn't want just fast. They want polished. They want pros. Right now, they see a fire that needs to be tamed. And this fine? It might be less about punishing a single mistake and more about trying to send a loud, clear message: grow up or get out. But that's not the only shock NASCAR dropped this week. While the Hocevar penalty had fans fired up, the sport quietly made another huge announcement, one that could change the entire Cup Series by 2026. Chevrolet, one of NASCAR's biggest manufacturers, is rolling out a brand new car body. After 7 long years running with the Camaro design, the Bowtie brand is officially moving on. NASCAR Vice President Elton Sawyer confirmed the news himself. "All the approval boxes have been checked," he said. "Chevy's new design is now cleared to hit the track." Now here's where things get really interesting, and more complicated than anyone expected. The Camaro was discontinued in 2024. Yep, the car that Chevy has built its racing image around? Gone. Out of production. That left fans and Chevy asking a serious question: what comes next? With the Camaro gone from the streets, Chevrolet faces a major identity crisis in NASCAR. Ford has the Mustang. Toyota has the Camry. But Chevy? They're stuck. There's no current production car that fits the mold for a stock car body. And this isn't just a branding problem. It's a performance problem too. Because since the introduction of the next-gen car in 2022, Chevy's results have been sliding. In 2022, they grabbed 19 wins, then 17 in 2023, and by 2024, just 15. That's a steady downward spiral while Ford and Toyota keep climbing. Meanwhile, over at Team Penske, the Fords are lighting it up. Ryan Blaney and Joey Logano have completely dominated the Cup Series since the next-gen era began. And Toyota's Camry XSE? It's no slouch either. Chevrolet, once the undisputed king of stock car racing, is watching the crown slip off its head. That's why this new body isn't just an upgrade, it's a rescue mission. But what will this new Chevy body even be? Some say it could be a reimagined Camaro just for racing, keeping the spirit alive even though it's no longer in showrooms. Others wonder if they'll take the wild step of using a Corvette. But let's be real, does a Corvette really fit in a NASCAR field? It's flashy, exotic, and built for sports car tracks, not oval battles. Then there's the third option, an entirely new design. Something we've never seen before. Something built from the ground up to fight back against the Mustang and Camry dominance. That's the dream, but also the risk. And while Chevrolet's future is being redesigned in a wind tunnel, Carson Hocevar's career is spinning out on the track. The overlap couldn't be more symbolic. A rookie trying to find control, a manufacturer trying to regain their edge, and a sport that's constantly changing the rules of survival. In a way, Hocevar and Chevy are both at a crossroads. One wrong move, and they could both fall behind for good. But wait, there's more. Just as fans were catching their breath from all the Hocevar drama and Chevy announcements, another rumor exploded across social media. This time, it was about a NASCAR legend, Richard Childress. Some posts claimed that the 80-year-old icon was finally preparing to retire after the 2025 season. For fans of RCR, Richard Childress Racing, that was a bombshell. Could this really be the end of an era? Not so fast. RCR's official X account fired back quickly, saying, "This rumor is not accurate. Richard Childress is not planning to retire following the end of this season." Strong words meant to shut things down. But here's the thing, not everyone believes them. Fans are speculating that the team might just be trying to control the timing of a much bigger announcement. And after all, Richard Childress has been in NASCAR since the 1960s. That's more than 6 decades of grinding, building, and winning. If retirement isn't on the horizon now, when? The truth is, RCR has struggled to keep up in the modern NASCAR world. Teams like Hendrick Motorsports and Joe Gibbs Racing are dominating with data-driven strategies and cutting-edge technology. Meanwhile, Childress is still calling shots trackside with a headset on, just like he did in the old days. His grandson, Austin Dillon, even made a telling comment after winning at Richmond. Dillon said, "My grandfather is very loyal, sometimes to a fault," and explained that Richard is slow to make big changes, even when the team clearly needs them. That sounds like love, frustration, and brutal honesty all rolled into one. It also sounds like a team on the edge of needing a reset. Because in today's NASCAR, you don't win by staying the same. You win by evolving, fast. So let's zoom out. Carson Hocevar is facing a $50,000 fine and growing pressure to clean up his act or risk burning out before his star ever really rises. Chevrolet is tossing the Camaro into the dustbin of history, scrambling to create a new identity and new results. And Richard Childress? He's standing at the crossroads of legacy and change, trying to keep his team relevant in a sport that's passing no one any favors. NASCAR isn't just racing anymore. It's a battlefield of reputations, corporations, and shifting identities. And everyone, Hocevar, Chevy, RCR, is under fire. But what do you think? Did NASCAR go too far finding Hocevar $50,000? Is Chevrolet making the right move with their new design? And should Richard Childress finally hand over the reins? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. This isn't just one story, it's 3 storms crashing into each other. And the future of NASCAR might just depend on who survives the wreckage.